Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for a deep dive into how AI is shaking up the HVAC world? We're talking about real-world applications, not science fiction.
Yeah, it's amazing how AI is going from a buzzword to a must-have for HVAC pros. We're entering the age of smart HVAC, where systems are more connected and, well, intelligent.
So let's break it down for our listeners. Imagine getting an alert that a customer's compressor is acting up, before it becomes a full-blown breakdown.
Exactly. That's the beauty of predictive maintenance powered by AI. It's like giving technicians a sixth sense. By analyzing all this data, AI can spot potential issues before they become major problems. So you get happier customers, fewer emergency
And
calls.
you're not constantly putting out fires.
Right.
It's about being proactive instead of reactive.
100%. But how does AI actually, predict these failures?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It sounds kind of like magic.
Well, it's not magic, but it's pretty close. AI sifts through tons of data. We're talking equipment logs, weather patterns, the whole 9 yards.
So AI is like this superpowered detective constantly looking for clues.
That's a great way to put it. And this is where machine learning comes in. The AI gets smarter over time, fine-tuning its ability to predict failures.
Okay, that makes sense. But what kind of data are we talking about specifically? How's it collected?
It's really a mix of everything. Today's HVAC systems have all these sensors that track temperature, pressure, all that good stuff.
Ah, so the system itself is already gathering intel.
Yep. Then you got smart thermostats, which add another layer of data. They can tell you how people are using their systems, what the environment's like. It's really valuable information.
And don't forget about historical data. Things like service records, weather patterns.
Oh, yeah. All of that plays a role. AI can use all this historical data to make even more accurate predictions about the future.
So it's like having a crystal ball for your HVAC system, huh?
Well, not quite a crystal ball,
Yeah.
but AI can give you insights that were impossible to get before. For example, it can figure out the best time to replace a part, even before it starts showing signs of wear and tear.
That's huge for HVAC companies. We all know those repairs and replacements can get pricey. But I want to hear more about the everyday impact of AI. How's it changing things like scheduling and managing inventory?
Yeah, those are some areas where we're already seeing AI make a big impact. Think about all the time technicians spend driving around between jobs.
Yeah, that's a huge chunk of their day.
Right. But AI-powered scheduling tools can actually optimize those routes, taking things like traffic and customer locations into account.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about finding the smartest route possible.
Exactly. And it can even factor in things like the specific skills needed for each job. So you're sending the right technician with the right expertise.
That's smart. So instead of relying on guesswork or a static schedule, you've got AI crunching the numbers to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yep, and studies have shown that AI scheduling can actually cut down travel time by a significant amount, like up to 20%.
Wow, that's a lot of time saved. More
Yeah,
time for actual service calls.
exactly. And happier technicians too, because no one likes being stuck in traffic all day.
True, true. And what about inventory management? I feel like that's another area where things can get messy.
Oh, absolutely. But AI can be a game changer there too. It can analyze things like your past orders, current demand, and even weather forecasts to predict which parts you're going to need.
Oh, so you're always one step ahead, making sure you have the right parts on hand.
Right, so no more scrambling at the last minute or dealing with those frustrating stockouts.
It sounds like these AI tools are really all about helping HVAC businesses become more efficient and more profitable.
That's a big part of it, for sure. But it's not just about the bottom line. AI can also improve the customer experience.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about that. How does AI change the way HVAC companies interact with their customers? I mean, it sounds great in theory, but I'm sure some HVAC companies are a little hesitant to jump on the AI bandwagon.
Yeah, I mean, there are always challenges when you're adopting new technology, right? For sure. And cost is a big one. AI systems can be expensive to set up, especially for smaller businesses.
That makes sense. But are there ways to kind of ease that financial burden?
Oh, absolutely. Cloud-based AI solutions are becoming more and more popular, and they're a lot more affordable. It's kind of like instead of buying all this expensive hardware and software up front, you subscribe to a service that gives you access to the AI tools you need.
So it's more of a pay-as-you-go model.
Exactly. It's a lot more flexible, especially for businesses that are just starting out with AI.
Okay, so that addresses the cost concern. But what about the learning curve? I imagine some HVAC technicians might be a little intimidated by all this new tech.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not everyone's comfortable with AI and machine learning and all that. Change can be scary.
Definitely. So how can HVAC businesses help their employees get up to speed?
Well, training is key. There are tons of resources out there to help HVAC professionals learn about AI and how to use it effectively.
Like online courses, workshops, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And even some vendors offer specific training programs for their AI tools.
So it's about investing in your workforce as much as the technology itself.
Absolutely. And the more comfortable your technicians are with AI, the more likely they are to embrace it and actually use it to their advantage.
Makes sense. Now, even with training and even if everyone's on board, there's still the question of trust, right? How do we know the AI is giving us good advice?
That's a great point. And that's why transparency is so important. You want to choose AI tools that can actually explain their recommendations.
So it's not just a black box spitting out answers. You can actually see the reasoning behind it.
Right. Look for systems that can show you the data and the logic they're using. That way you can build trust in the AI, just like you would with a human expert.
So AI isn't about replacing human expertise. It's more about augmenting it.
Exactly. It's a tool that can help us make better, more informed decisions.
I love that AI is a collaborative partner. So for all those HVAC pros out there who are ready to dive into the world of AI, what's your final piece of advice?
Don't be afraid to experiment. Start small, try out different tools, and see what works best for your business. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to AI.
It's all about finding the right fit for your needs.
And remember, AI is constantly evolving, so the more you use it, the more it learns and adapts to your specific needs.
So it's a journey of learning and discovery, and it sounds like a pretty exciting one. Well, on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and as always, stay cool out there.